Today on the channel, we're looking at the Amazon exclusive Age of the Primes Wreck and Doom collection, Carnivac versus Physitron, on Way I Got It Figured.
The way I got it figured.
What's up, figure fans? Way I Got It Figured, back with another Transformers Age of the Primes review. This time, we're looking at the third part of the Wreckers series of Amazon exclusives. The first being the Wreck and Rule collection, the second being Doom and Destruction, and then the third, the Wreck and Doom collection. So this time you get an Autobot, Wrecker, and a Decepticon Mayhem member in the pack together, and I personally like the idea of a hero versus villain. I think it's kind of cool to do it that way. I definitely was looking forward to this pack, mainly for Physitron. Indeed, I even split the cost with this with a good friend of mine on the channel. So he's going to end up with the Carnivac, and I'm going to keep the Physitron, aka Ironfist, and we'll see how it goes. But I don't know. Once I got it in hand and everything, just looking at the box, I'm really kind of liking Carnivac, and I may have to get another one of these and end up with Carnivac. But the deal was we would split this, and I would put Carnivac in an upcoming stop motion, and I would probably kill him off since I'm not going to have him anymore. But I don't know. The demise of Carnivac might be prematurely reported. We'll see. We'll see. For now, though, we're going to look at the package, get these guys out, check them out, and give you our impressions before getting you out of here with some final thoughts. So starting with the packaging, we've got the Age of the Primes. Really nice packaging for this cycle of Transformers collection. Really nice packaging for this cycle of Transformers collecting. It's even better than the Legacy packaging. I think overall, really like the way they've done the packaging. And you've got Carnivac coming at Physitron, aka or even BKA Ironfist, who initially came from the British line of Transformers after Transformers had sort of ended for a while in America. But he got a whole new life all around in IDW when they did the Last Stand of the Wreckers series, and he was a big part of that series. So, without getting too much into detail, I would go and find Last Stand of the Wreckers. You can get it in trade paperback, so it's very easy to obtain, not very expensive. It is definitely one of the best Transformers stories ever written by James Roberts and drawn by Nick Roche. And so, yeah. Looking at the side, you got Carnivac on one side and Physitron on the other side. I'm going to call him Iron Fist. Both of them on the top. And then on the back, you've got the back. He's got a headmaster called Survivor. I'm probably not going to actually do the headmaster gimmick because Carnivac isn't really a headmaster in G1. But since he's retool of a Titans Return figure, he's got a headmaster gimmick. Then you've got Iron Fist, and he is a partial retool of the Hound mold or the Detritus mold, depending on how you want to categorize it. Detritus came out before Hound, but Hound was supposed to come out before Detritus. So whatever. To me, it's Hound. It's a Hound mold, but they've given him a roof, and of course he has retooled accessories. Both of these guys have retooled accessories. They're not, the accessories that came with prior versions of the mold. But they look great. You got 15 steps to convert Iron Fist and 18 steps to convert Carnivac, and yeah, they look good. We're gonna get these guys out of the package and check them out. All right, so we've got our two figures out of the package, Carnivac and Physitron. Well, I'm just going to call Iron Fist for the rest of the video. Physitron being an anagram, probably because they want to avoid the Marvel copyright from Iron Fist. I believe that's even kind of what they were doing back in the comics. When he sort of made the anagram, when he was like this secret commentator on the Wreckers adventures. But we've got both these figures. They're definitely cool. We've seen them before. Carnivac is a direct repaint, in a sense, physically, of Weird Wolf, but his head is different. He does have a different head, and he does come with a different firing gun accessory. The sword is still the same as well. And Physitron, Iron Fist, is a direct remold of Hound or Detritus, I guess. Detritus got that version of the mold first. But you get a new head, and he is retooled because the back of the vehicle, his back has a different top for the vehicle than the Jeep mode of Hound or Detritus. So he's got a little bit different things going on there, and he's got a different head mold, of course. But we're going to get all into that here in a second. So starting with Carnivac, he has a pretty interesting face. I think they should have made him smile because and he does have kind of a smirkish kind of deal, I guess. But the thing about the character is he's always smiling. Um, Even though it's sort of like a psychotic smile or whatever, but that's like the biggest thing about him. So I don't know. They could have probably did that. But it's not bad what we got, I mean, at all. I really like this head for him. And as always, a paint job can definitely make a figure look 100% different. Because even though I know it's Weird Wolf, he looks different enough that you don't have to be like, yeah, it's just Weird Wolf. Then moving over to Iron Fist, I mean, he's just Hound with a different and somewhat smaller head. So you get more range of movement on his head because it's not beholden to this flap. That Hound's head is large enough that it just sort of butts up against the flap. Then looking at him on the back, he's got his extra mounted thing, which is a part of his legacy as a G1 figure. But he's got a different back altogether because he has a cover on the top of his vehicle mode. So his back is different. And then he has a gun put in his hand. These are new accessories. And of course, the back thing, you can use it as a shield or you can just keep it on his back. Kind of like how it is on his back, so I just left it that way. With Iron Fist's function as a munitions expert, I can always see to giving him some other weapon to carry around. I imagine he's always experimenting with new weaponry or whatever, so you can always have him with a different gun, which is probably what I'll do. But that is both of these guys in a nutshell. So we're going to get these guys converted to their alternate modes. Be right back. All right, so here they are, both in vehicle mode or animal mode, as it were. And, you know, they look cool. I actually kind of feel like Carnivac is even more interesting in wolf mode than he is in robot mode, which is a weird thing to say, but hey, it is what it is. So starting once again with Carnivac, you know, he just turns into a wolf, just like Weird Wolf. You stick his little tail in there, and pretty cool. And I should note that their weapons are blast effect compatible this time, unlike the headmasters that are Titan Return guys, Titan Returns repaints. Got a little blast effect compatibility. Always something I want. I don't know that. So you got your blast effect compatibility. Always a big deal for me. I like that. But they are very cool. I do like how they incorporated the Wreckers version of the Autobot symbol, but while still giving Ironfist the regular Autobot symbol. I like that. I think that's really nice touch. I don't see a Mayhem. So Carnivac has a Mayhem logo right there on his back. So they definitely kept that going. So you don't have to use them as members of the Wreckers or as the Mayhem guys or whatever, but it's nice to know that it's there. So Iron Fist being Hound mode, he rolls just as well. Got some ports if you want to stick some things on there. And it looks good with the now canopy on there. I like that. And Weird Wolf is pretty cool too. Rather, not Weird Wolf, but Carnivac. So we're going to get these guys back into robot mode and do some comparisons. Okay, so for comparisons, we're going to do these guys one at a time. So we're going to start with Carnivac. And the direct comparison for him, of course, is going to be right off break. Good old Weird Wolf. This is the G1 commemorative version of the Titan's Return mold. And I erroneously stated earlier that they have the same tail. They do not have the same tail. Weird Wolf's is much longer. He kind of got like a little knife version of what Weird Wolf has. But they are pretty much the same figure with a different head and completely different accessories. So right there, there's a big difference. So for scaling purposes, we're going to bring in Starscream. And finally, Megatron. Just to give you a pretty good idea what's going on there. Now, we'll do Iron Fists, guys. So first up, of course, we've got Hound. This is the Legacy United 5-pack Hound. I don't have detritus, so I wouldn't use detritus anyway. It was always going to be Hound for me, but that's your most direct comparison, of course. Even though I do have Studio Series 86 Springer, here is Siege Springer. That whole Wreckers action bit. Earthrise Optimus Prime. And Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. Yes, I realize his head is out of the screen, but you need to know, that's the frame and he's out of it. He's just that big. I really just feel like this Optimus Prime is always just, it's too big. So that's going to do it for comparisons. We're going to move on to final thoughts.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
Well, figure fans, this is the first in an ongoing series of production updates for the stop motion series that I've been working on very slowly over the last couple of years. I've gotten to a point where I just want to get it done, get the episodes up, and there's lots and lots of scenes to be shot, particularly dialogue scenes like the one you see here. But this is something that I've spoken about on various videos here and there. But it's also like kind of a passion project, and I want to complete it. So I'm going to complete it. It's definitely going to get completed. So for now, this is just the update for the first Siege episode that I'm working on. Yes, I'm gonna start it back in the days before the Transformers make their way to Earth, and there's lots and lots yet to do, and lots to come. So that'll do it for this one. Now back to the video.
We now return to the Transformers.
Final thoughts on Transformers Age of the Primes, Wreck versus Doom, Carnivac versus Physitron, also Iron Fist. I bought this pack for Iron Fist for sure. Last Stand of the Wreckers, IDW iteration of Transformers, 10-year plus continuity. He's definitely a character that had to be in my collection. And I'm not disappointed with the figure at all. As I said, I split this pack with a buddy of mine. But it turns out that I really like Carnivac a lot more than I thought. And so what I'm probably going to do is get another one of these and get the Carnivac out of it, and maybe sell the Iron Fist on eBay or something like that. Maybe I'll give it to my son, something like that. I don't know. He doesn't know who Iron Fist is, but he probably wouldn't care anyway. So I like both figures. Carnivac is surprisingly better than I thought. Not that the Weird Wolf mold is anything it's not bad. It's not necessarily, it's not the best mold in the world. It's not the worst mold in the world. I don't want to go there either. But what they did with the head and just the overall package, I just like it. So, you know, I think they did a good job with it. So as a set, you know, I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10, and I'll give each figure an 8 rank for Iron Fist and an 8 rank for Carnivac. I think they're good figures. Maybe Carnivac won't get killed off so soon, which was sort of the deal I made with my friend, that I would kill him off in a stop motion and then give it to him. But I don't know. He might live on for a little while longer. So yeah, so that's gonna do it for this one. We've got more Transformers content coming. The initial plan was to have stop motion content in this video, but other things have changed that. It's not going to be in this video, although you've already seen the update on the stop motion series that I'm working on. So, you know, stop motions are returning to the channel. The other thing is going to be doing video most likely every day this week, because it's going to be a short week for me with Juneteenth and everything like that. So I could probably get up 5 days worth of content, no problem. So be on the lookout for that. There'll be more Transformers, some surprises, and of course we got our other stuff: G.I. Joe Classified Series, Street Fighter, Marvel Legends, the usual. So that's going to do it for this one. Till next time, everybody stay safe, happy collecting. See you on the next video. Peace.
The way I got it figured.